the Savage X where we do some random stuff.
You know what this is called? Tomfoolery. And this is Tom right here.
I did a little sound denting here and there, so we got all those floor pans and whatnot. But I'm not gonna do there or here or here. I'm just gonna leave that just like that. I did the back right here, and then Nick's gonna do that side. I go ahead and take the SRT wiring harness in, put everything back like it's supposed to, and then from there we can start clipping everything in and whatnot. So let's do it. Well, guys, Mr. X is excited, and let me tell you why. So I just recently came back from a parts pickup, and this is what I got. Oh, here's one of them. Here's one of the things I just got. But to go with this, let me show you what else. Aside from the key, the SRT key, we have an immobilizer that goes with the key, a BCM that also goes with the key, and a PCM that also goes with this key. And let me not forget to tell you guys, I already got the dash in, that is all set, but here is the exciting part. Pay attention. Let's just go back here and connect this guy right there just like that. And then, let's go to the front. All right, SRT, feast your eyes, this is the exciting part. Boom, boom. 392, check that out. The video continues. I need to utilize the space that this garage has. There's a good amount of space, but the problem is there's parts everywhere. There's the car here, and it's not completely on the lift. So now what I have to do is get this whole car moved back up to its original spot, lift it up so that we finally have space to work with. So I could get rid of that, and then the engine up front, at least put most of these things together, get this car moved, get this car going, because pretty soon I'm gonna need to press that start switch for that engine to get it up and going so this car could be rolled around however needed. All right, so let me get to it. Looky, guys. It's been a while since I've been under this car. Like a good minute. It's been a good minute. It was a tough one. It was real tough to get this up there. To get it back into place, actually. Getting it up there is never an issue. But it was tough. Got it. Done. Good to go. And I do gotta say, did have a little bit of oopsie daisies with I don't know what you would call this. It's called the rear tub, the trunk, where the spare tire goes. That's where that is. So I actually did think, hey, you know what? This will hold it, no problem. But come to find out, this is the damage that it did. But it's not too bad, not at all. All I would have to do is go from the opposite side and just hammer it down. That's all. But like I said, back to the cleanup. Let's do this shit and let's get going. The thing is, I'm gonna need to run back and forth from the lift to here to make sure everything is properly corrected. And like I said, I'm only one man, but what I'm going to do is get it into place, align it perfectly, so then I could go ahead and at least screw on the strut tower. Once that is screwed on, it can at least hold itself in the meantime. And then from there, I could be able to just lift it up and finish the rest from there. So let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time. I can't waste any time. I just need to get this going. So let's do this. Check this out here. All right, so as you can see right up there, I got the struts completely in from the top over there on the strut tower. I will have to tighten the ones on these side because they're not completely tight. And other than that, this baby's looking good. I will have to change that axle though. Look at that axle real quick. Look at that. You know damn well someone was having fun with this. But definitely something to change. I could always get it from my old one. All right, so now that that is all set, I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this, the whole frame completely in. And then we can move on to the next thing. And then I will also have to run this emergency parking cable all the way to the front into the dash. It goes literally right behind that. All right, so let me get this going. Let me get everything in and connected. Got a couple wires to connect here and there. But other than that, we're moving. We're moving there, bud. We're moving. Let's do this. Let me get this going. I did receive a couple of things during the week, some things that I've been waiting for. And let's start off with one being the brake line for that side over there. And then two being both stabilizer links for both sides. I just decided to grab both sides because I'm just like, why not just replace them both? Though we have the fuel line over here that I gotta also put in, that I've also been waiting on too. Because let's go over here. As you can see right there, there's a little cut that a little incision that I made over here, because this thing was not coming out. So gotta go ahead and replace that with this whole brand new one. Let's put that right there. Moving on to this neutral shifter cable right here. It took me a while to find this because some of these are completely discontinued, but I found one. We're gonna get to that later. I'm just gonna throw that right there. So I'm going to get started with the back and make sure the back is completely all set over here. And once I'm done with that, I can go ahead and get started with the fuel line and what else? The fuel line, the cable. Alright, so here we go. Tunnel heat shield. There we are, the old one. All slappy and everything, dirty. We could get rid of it. There's no needed. Alright, so then I got the new one cut up in there. I mean, it's not the best, but it'll do. It will do. And this one is actually thicker than the one I have inside. It's beautiful, actually. To me? To me? That's beautiful to me. All right, so now what we're gonna do is, it's time for an engine. Before I do, I'm gonna run through everything and make sure that everything is all good to go and that I'm not missing anything. So it's just a one shot, that's it. Not having to lift it back up and whatnot. Let's just see how this goes, but let me continue. So after wrestling with this engine for a while, finally it's in. It's all set, ready to roll. I just gotta tighten that bolt right there. Actually, where's the impact? It is. Here we are. La-dee-dee, la-dee-dee, la-dee-da. Let let me give you guys a quick recap. I got Mr. Noodle in the back over here. I got my boy, Mr. Noodle. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Mr. Noodle.
Yeah, there we
I'm recording today, helping out on the new V8 charger. So let's get to work.
Let's get to work. All right, so I got him for a couple of hours, and maybe you'll see him later on in the videos later on. But aside from that, I did go all out last night. Come take a look over here. I was alone, but whenever I'm alone, I get to the point where I'm just like, it's either I do it or I don't. And it's either I keep myself back or I move on forward. So, as you can see here, this took hours doing it alone because of course I had to pretty much line everything up, line the engine up, bring out the engine hoist, put it here, and then of course, let's not forget bolting up the whole frame and everything, as well as the shocks. As you can see over here that I also got done. Shocks are in to the strut tower. Strut tower is already tied up and everything's screwed on. We got these guys, the control arms and everything. And let's see, come on over here, same situation over here. Everything is completely on this side, that has to relate to the steering, and the frame is already all in, as you can see right there. All the bolts are completely in, ready to go. Because remember, I did have to fix this out, and everything that I did here was by eye. All right, but as you can see, it aligned perfectly right here. So come on over here. Subframe aligned perfectly to the little modification that I did. All right, so that's all set. Now I have a couple of things that I need to take care of before we could get to the first start of this car, in which we are excited for that. So now those things are, I do have to connect the new brake system because I will be using the Brembo calipers. There is no using 2-piston calipers at all. You need the 6-piston calipers with the big rotors as well. All right, so gotta connect all this up on both sides, and then on the engine side, I have to connect all of the wires to get everything going for that first start. All right, and I did do some plumbing over here. As you can see, this was snipped off. I added an adapter in the middle over there and clipped it back together. That's all set. And same goes for the back. All right, so, and aside from that, I do have to also completely put the, what do you call it? The transmission holder or the bracket, transmission bracket. All right, so I gotta put in the transmission bracket over here. So right now I have it held up by the stick from the jack, all right? So here's what I need to do with this guy right here. Get him back in his place, lock it in, and then we're good to go. All right, so we're just gonna pick up from there, get everything locked in. Let me double check. Yep, we're good. Get everything locked in and then get ready to start connecting all the wires and everything so we could get going. And also, let me not forget, the cable that you're able to throw the car in neutral in case if there's ever any emergency. As you can see, it's already in. I'm just gonna get straight to it, get everything tied up, get everything going, probably put in a drive shaft, see how we're doing with that. Well, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to Savage X, and today I don't got the best news for some of you. Quick update. Take a look over here. The engine is in the car. At least I can say that part. The engine is in the car, it's ready to go, but I did run into one speed bump, and that one speed bump is there is this dash 2 engine wiring harness that is not compatible with the V8. It looks like the person who sold it to me, I hate you. But oh well, it is what it is. Learning experience, everything is a learning experience. I'm not even gonna, be mad about it. But the wiring harness is not compatible with this engine. It was for the V6. Instead of him selling me a V8 wiring harness, he sold me a V6. So, but it's not too bad. It's not like he sold me the wrong body wiring harness, because that would have been a lot of work. But aside from that, all I gotta do is just swap out this wiring harness in the engine bay and we're good to go. But aside from that, honestly, this is a work garage. And this is the only garage here, so if I got it stuffed up with this guy here and getting parts and everything takes a long time, I can't get work done on other cars. So although we didn't get to the part where we start this thing, it's gotta go for the time being. And last night, I spent literally all night cleaning this whole garage up and getting it ready. I still gotta fix up everything over here and everything on the shelving to make this garage look presentable and easy to work with when I'm working on other vehicles. But as of right now, for some of you that have been waiting so bad for me to get this up and running, unfortunately, it's gonna have to wait until spring of 2025, once everything is aside and I have that free space once again. Because all it's been doing is just sitting here waiting for me to get parts, everything like that. So, not even gonna mess with it anymore. As you can see, I got the tires on. The Brembos in the front are not in. And come on over here. Most of the parts are inside of the car. Like most of the interior parts, they're all inside of the car. But I left space in the driver's cabin over here where we could be able to move this out. But what me and Mo are gonna do here today, show yourself, Mo, introduce yourself. That's Mo. That's Mo, all right. And what we're gonna do today is get this car tied up to the X truck so then I can take this baby home, park her, get a cover for her, just completely seal everything so nothing gets in the car, so that when it comes time to get it up and running later on, we can make it happen. We just pull it back over here, put it back in its spot, get to working on everything. I'm sorry to say, baby, but I gotta put you aside and then get back to you later on. But that doesn't mean I will not be making content. Just because the Charger's not gonna be in the videos and whatnot doesn't mean I won't be making content. There will still be content, oil changes here and there, some repairs on other cars here and there, and then sometime later on a 5.0 in here. 5.0. A 5.0 in here, and we're gonna have some fun with that. We're gonna do a bunch of stuff with it, as well as the X truck, because that itself too could use some work. But aside from that, let's get this shit, move this out, open up this garage, and just let's go. We did it! We did it! Woo! Woo! We really emptied out a good amount of space. Yeah, we did. Nicely done. Charger's outside with the truck. Oh! Here we are, guys. Here we are. This baby's going home. I mean, this is home, but second home. That's how we're doing it. Chain connected over here along to under the subframe. Look at that 6-1 up in here. Beautiful. Beautiful. All the parts on the inside. Yes, sir. So me and Mo are gonna take care of this. We're gonna drive this baby home.